All right, welcome back, everyone. As we wrap up Menopause Awareness Month this month, we want to talk about postmenopause and some of the newest treatments that are also available for those going through what many refer to as the change. And to tell us more about these developments is one expert in the field who has, of course, he's an amazing menopause doctor, specialist from the Complete Midlife Wellness Center, Dr. Susan Hardwick-Smith. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for coming back. We appreciate it.
Great to be back.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. I know we've talked about premenopause and current menopause, but postmenopause, people don't often talk about that as much. So you can give us some details on that and explain what it actually is.
So the terminology around this is really confusing, right? So strictly, menopause is the one day which comes 1 year after our last period. So we're menopausal, using that terminology, when we haven't had a period for a year. Well, once that's happened, we are strictly postmenopausal forever.
Yes.
So that doesn't go away. I'm postmenopausal and I will be forever. So the terminology can be really confusing.
It can, and also the symptoms behind all of that, because you're thinking, okay, the period portions are over, the hot flashes may be ending, but are they really? And each person is different on what they're experiencing for the rest of their lives too, right?
That's right. So one of the interesting things is that, thank goodness, the symptoms of menopause do usually go away. Now, some of us never have hot flashes, night sweats, or those traditionally thought about symptoms.
Lucky them.
Lucky them. Now, most of us do. But did you know the average time for those symptoms to last is 7 years if we're not treated? So it's not a small thing. Now, even then, once those symptoms disappear, it doesn't mean that you're done with menopause. So a lot of my patients say, oh, well, I'm done with menopause. I had those symptoms and now they're gone. The problem with that thought process is that inside our body, there are changes that are continuing to happen, like bone loss, changes in our blood vessels that can increase the risk of heart disease,
Yes.
Alzheimer's disease, even colon cancer risk. So even when you feel better, and goodness, we hope you do feel better, there are still health concerns to be thinking about.
Right, and that's why they come to you or to their doctors to make sure they maintain their health conditions and hopefully improve them so they won't be going through some detrimental things, because if you don't take care of them, there are other things that could happen too, with the loss, like you said, bone loss and things of that nature, the brittle bone syndrome and things of that nature too.
That's right. So osteoporosis related injuries are actually more likely to kill us than breast cancer,
That's
for
true.
example. Now, breast cancer is very important, but we're 7 times more likely to die from a heart attack. So we have to put all of these things in perspective, and what I'm most interested in is keeping women healthy throughout their lives by prevention, rather than treating you once you've got heart disease and you have osteoporosis. That's much more difficult. Wouldn't it be great if we could prevent it?
Oh, it'd be wonderful, for sure. Now, also, there's some treatments that you give too, and people have been talking about a new one that people are interested in, is testosterone treatments for women. And I know you've got a couple of products here, so can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I always like to talk about the fact that we made 3 hormones from our ovaries throughout our lives, starting at age 12. Estradiol, that's our primary estrogen, progesterone, but let's not forget about testosterone. Now, it's not that testosterone's more important, it's just that it's somewhat been forgotten, and, you know, we were taught that that's a male hormone, right? And actually, it's a human hormone. We both have it. Now, women have 1/10 the testosterone of men, but it is very important, and one of the symptoms many of us suffer from around menopause is a lack in sex drive.
Yes.
So it has been shown in many studies that testosterone in the appropriate amount for women improves sex drive. So it is something to consider, and it is available. Now, the problem is it's not FDA approved yet for women, and that gets a lot of discussion, and we can talk about that as well. But I do have a few products here that I can show you.
Yeah,
now,
we only have about 40 seconds, but if you can show us one or two of these,
so
just
we can
explain
get
what that is.
testosterone gel. These are some male products that you can get, and divide the dose so that we get 5 milligrams a day. It's hard to do that. Dividing the dose is tricky.
And they're safe, though. That's the thing.
Very safe.
And that's what's important.
In the right dose for women, so 5 milligrams a day. Now, you can also get it compounded, which is measured for women. So these are ways that you can get it if you ask your physician, and they're all appropriate.
And the best thing to know is that there are ways that you don't have to, and some people have to, they suffer through this. And
That's right.
the effects of what menopause is doing, but you can help them. And everyone, I know we've run out of time, but I want people to know that you can get help from the doctor herself by going to the Complete Midlife Wellness Center.com.
That's right.
For more information. I'm going to put it on our website because you need to check it out and what they can provide to help you out. And
you can feel
incredible.
better and live longer
That's
in a
what it's all
healthier
about.
state. That's what's important.
Well, it's good to see you as always. And
You
thank
too.
you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
All right.